Oh, hey. So some of y'all might remember I was talking about trying some creepy food for Halloween. Um, yeah, I'm gonna try that. So there's like this creepy freaking spooky Crunch Berries Captain Crunch thing, and this mystery flavored Mountain Dew Voodoo that I bought. God, I think it's September. So I'm gonna try that. I know it's day late, November 1st. Doesn't mean I can't still be creepy while everyone's trying to kick off Christmas crap. Ooh, that's really weird. Let me make sure. It's kind of candy cornish. Okay. Oh, and also for the record, this stuff does actually turn your milk green, so it's pretty dope. Ooh, I thought better. Tastes like regular Crunch Berries and Captain Crunch, but it, um, yeah, turns your milk green. Turns something else green, too.
Oh, hello. Jarek will have to be back with you. Things were just a little bit too creepy. But if you're watching this video, it sounds to me like you and your children survived trick-or-treating last night without getting unfairly shot by a heinous murderer, or handed out some kind of candy that somehow was smuggling drugs, alcohol, or other kind of things banned by the ATF. Need I remind you, every holiday, be safe, or the ghouls will come get you.
Welcome to Cyphus Space. Here I talk about my passions: video games, military service, military history, veterans, Star Wars, and Mandalorians. Tune in each week to see what I have to talk about, share some wisdom, have some laughs, and pass on a few interesting stories. Support me on Patreon for a chance to appear on the show. This channel supports #22kill. It's a community that raises awareness and combats suicide by empowering veterans, first responders, and their families through traditional and non-traditional therapies. This is Cyphus Space.
Alright, folks, it's November, finally. Jarek Cyphus, aka Cigar Khan here. Sorry if I creeped anybody out. Just trying to have a little fun. I did mean to do this video yesterday. Things did not work out in that regard, so today's kind of a special video. Turn the page into November. Some of the content that I was talking about is going to be coming forward. I'm going to try and do a bit of a veterans drive for #22kill, Wounded Warrior, as many that I can get together. We're going to have to do this on a stream, but I have to decide which stream I'm going to do it on. For sure, I will probably be doing a stream on the 7th of this week, this coming week, so next Thursday. Maybe Sunday, I don't know, because again, we'll get into more details on why I've been inconsistent with my streaming in a minute. I know this channel's supposed to be about no excuses, but well, mental health is a bitch, right? Let's talk about real life real quick. Get it out of the way. So I'm starting a new job on November 8th. Schedule's TBD. I'm hoping for first shift. We'll see. If I do remain on days, I'm going to resume streaming because some things are going to be coming together in November that should be of pretty big benefit to me, as well as going into December and the holidays. Because I'm going off to see a urologist next. I will probably be getting seen in November for mental health as well, and hopefully that will result in me being on some better medication for both my mental health and my energy. It seems like it's less anxiety now and more just like depression in general. Again, mental health is a bastard. Can't do anything about it except get help, keep seeing people, and hopefully getting some better medication. I want to get into the main topic for today. Something I've been wanting to talk about for a while. I'm sure some folks like Brother Howell and Full Metal Boxers probably saw this coming. The glaring problem seems to be centered around Fallout 76, but then there was recently an actual venue that kind of did something similar. And I want to talk about the charge of convenience. Most people seem to become aware of it with video game monetization and microtransactions in recent years. But let me tell you something. What have I told you if it started way before that? With credit cards, travel bookings, hell, even concert bookings. There's convenience fees charged to everything. Oh, you want to do it online? Here's a convenience fee for doing that. You want to book online? Convenience fee for doing that. You want to pay by phone to pay your bill? Convenience fee for that. These things have been slowly inchwormed into our everyday lives for so long now that by the time it became a real problem, we went, oh, whoa, wait the fuck a minute. It was already too late, because the business model, not just in the video game industry, but across industrial America, that business model had become the norm, that if it's easier, we're going to charge a convenience for it. We've all seen that with Fallout 76's refrigerator, the scrap bot, now with their stupid freaking broken ass subscription, the Fallout First crap they have going on. And then very recently we had Disney, the park Disney, charging. Well, they have these things called fuel rods, right? You can carry them around your park, carry them around the park with you, keep your devices and shit charged. Well, they decided, hey, this is a convenience for people to come back and swap them out if they're going to be here all day. Let's add a charge to that. They were going to start charging for you to swap out the damn freaking fuel rod for a fresh one. Well, as of yesterday, Halloween, they had actually kind of backpedaled on that. But this is what I'm talking about, folks. We all, us nerds, get up in arms when all this shit starts blowing up in our faces. Convenience this, convenience that, convenience this, convenience that. Man, I don't want to be charged to grind faster. I don't want to be charged to have more inventory space. I don't want to be charged for all this, that, and the other. But so many games are doing it now because this had started happening long before the video game industry did it, that now companies like Disney, Bob Iger, think they can get away with it. How long before Beavos, or I'm saying his name fucking wrong, for Amazon, how long before Amazon starts doing that? Prime is great, and that's why so many of us use it, myself included, Anya Jade. We all take advantage of these services that are of a huge benefit to us, but for these extra convenience charges that aren't being thrown on at the point of sale, it's time for us as a society to dig a little bit more and see, are these being hidden in our subscription fees? How much are we paying? What's the overhead of these companies? How much are they actually spending versus how much are they earning in revenue? And should these companies really be earning the bonuses that they have? I mean, I know it sounds kind of a liberal fucktard thing for me to say that, because I hear it all the time. Oh, you're being a libtard. Well, no. It's all about balance. It's all about fairness, right? And most of us who are going to be, engaging in this kind of commerce, and as well as those of you who are watching my channel, are probably at absolute best middle class, but most of us are probably the upper end of lower class at best. Maybe a few of us in middle class. So we're the ones that are feeling the pinch the most when it comes to these extra convenience fees. It's like when gas prices went up. We felt the pinch at the pump. We had to change our lifestyles. We had to travel less, spend less, consume less. It hurt the economy, obviously. We saw the results of that. People traveled less, and people bought less. There was not as extravagant holidays as there used to be, and holidays are a big deal, especially with what's coming up now. Recently had a kind of a discussion, I guess, on social media about some people do get annoyed when the clocks turn 12:01 on November 1st. Everybody's throwing out the tinsel and putting the evergreens up, putting the wreaths up, the holly, all that shit, and they're freaking turning everything mint. And they're all playing Christmas music. It's in everywhere. It's in every store. It's on every radio station. It's in everyone's social media feed. And I can get where that can be annoying. From a... can we call it pseudo-objective, pseudo-subjective? I don't know. Trying to be logic and reasoning here. The holidays can be a very stressful time for a lot of folks, because they're overworked, they may be behind on bills, their debt might be stacking up, and the holidays are racing close fast. 2 months away from Christmas, and here we are. We want to see if we can measure up. How do we stack up in being able to provide for ourselves, our family, our kids, our friends, whoever we gift to during the holidays? How do we measure up? And that creates pressure. Some people don't realize that that's a perceived pressure, but it is. Some people never think that they're enough. You know, some people, they stress out over the idea of being able to provide because we've thrown a calendar date as a society on when to gift for folks. Well, I'm in a relationship that doesn't exactly place any kind of I guess expectation on the only time you get gifts is on the holidays, but that tends to be the focus of when we give gifts. And when everyone falls on hard times, it makes it a lot harder to measure up during that holiday. So if we as a society were better at giving gifts throughout the year, maybe the pressure would feel a little less during the holidays. But unfortunately, the pressure is so much higher, and that's when these predatory marketing schemes come out. That's when all these events are happening in online games and at these theme parks and at these shows and at these different venues all over the United States of America, as well as all these bonus frequent flyer miles, this, that, and the other. But are we really paying attention to the good deal? Because last time I checked, the only place I ever saw a genuine good deal is in these stores that do Black Friday and on online websites like Amazon, Etsy, Newegg, other places like that for Cyber Monday. Beyond that, everyone's trying to pinch you for every penny you got to make sure you're going to get where you're going over the holidays. The airlines hike their prices. The bus fare even hikes their prices. I mean, they've been doing this for years, and nobody really says anything. There's a little bit of bickering and whining about it, but nobody's really gone up and said anything. Nobody's written their senators, or at least if they have, not enough have voiced their concerns about it. And I get it. The holidays are, when you think about mass transit, and you think about airfare and buses and trains, there's ice on the runways, ice on the railroad tracks, ice on the roads, snow, storms, hazardous conditions. The risk is higher, therefore, inherently, there's going to be an increased danger. However, I don't necessarily feel that money, the extra money that's being charged, should be going in the pockets of the companies just in case something happens. That money should be going in the people who are actually putting themselves and their passengers at risk. It should be the pilots, the drivers, the conductors paid more over the holidays when they're away from their families while they're trying to bring us to see ours. But instead, they're raking in these untold millions in profits and bonuses, all for the sake of convenience. Think about that for a minute. Just think about that. Had to get that off my chest. I know it sounds kind of tinfoil hatty, but it's something I want y'all to pay attention to because my dad taught me about the value of a dollar at a very, very young age, and it's made me pay attention to these things, and it's made me very conscious about what I'm actually paying for. And if it's cheaper for me to do something myself, I'm going to do it. If it's cheaper for me to handle my business myself, I'm going to do it. If it's cheaper for me to get my own damn car and drive home rather than pay someone that extra convenience fee that's going to be going in the pockets of some fucking gritty ass CEO, I'm going to do it. So November, we're going to be changing some things as we do every month. We're going to be focusing on some military news, some veteran advocacy, suicide prevention and awareness, and we'll also be discussing some holiday safety tips, gift guides, gaming, and gaming news. Of course, there's a lot of new games coming out that are freaking awesome. In the absence of Doom Eternal, I'm going to have some other games I'm going to play and stream that should be a lot of fun as long as I, again, stay on the day shift. Speaking of streaming, a couple of new games that are coming out are Death Stranding, another Hideo Kojima masterpiece most likely, and Jedi Fallen Order. It's a Star Wars game. Naturally, I'm going to play and stream a Star Wars game. Again, if I'm on days, I'll stream them both. And then for the holidays and beyond, so as long as I remain on first shift, I will be streaming well into December, focusing in December on Star Wars Galaxy's developer vlogs and general Star Wars gaming to kind of gear up for Episode 9, because everyone's going to be all about, let's see Rise of Skywalker, we're so excited for the conclusion of the saga. We all know it's not going to be the last Star Wars movie. I mean, we got Mandalorian coming out November 12th on Disney+. I will be very absent during that premiere. Oh, man. But, yeah, there's going to be a pretty big saturation of Star Wars streaming during December. And Oh my god, I can't wait. Probably going to be aiming to start that around after Thanksgiving weekend. And then I will be starting a streaming break from Christmas until February, roughly the end of February. But that's the bad news. The good news is I'm going to be increasing the output of my YouTube videos. And if I can put that into a bit of a routine where that's easy to do, I might just be able to maintain those 3 YouTube videos a week when we go back to streaming on SWG Legends 4th anniversary at the end of February. So, let's see what happens. Again, with my new job, I'm excited for it. It's going to be way better for my mental health, way better on my body, way better just across the board. I couldn't be happier to go there. I'll see what their flexibility offers as far as shift work, but more to follow on that. I'm excited to kind of like finally address again some of my health concerns. Most of you who've been following me are aware that I've been battling different health problems for the last few years. Some of them are starting to get a little worse. Some of them may or may not be the result of medication I'm already on, because some of these onset symptoms I've been experiencing in the last couple months started when I went on that new medication in August. So it's all about deductive medication, I guess. I don't know. Troubleshooting my body. Sure, here we go. Thinking through it like an engineer, not a doctor, but we'll see. Folks, thank you from the bottom of my heart for tuning in, supporting me every week when you tune in. I appreciate it so much. Again, tune in every Friday for more Cyphus Space. I'm going to try and get some more Cyphus clips out there once in a while. And if everything looks like it's going to stabilize this week, I'm going to try and get a couple streams in before Death Stranding and Jedi Fallen Order comes out. So I hope to catch y'all next time. All of y'all rock. Drop a like, drop a sub, support me on Patreon if you can. Holidays are coming up. And be safe out there. Jarek Cyphus, signing out.